Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you are well and you are rested, and so are your families too. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back to All Begin 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family for these divinely guided messages. And if you are already a family member, thank you so much for everything you do for our space. To my A1s who are my day ones, you rock it the hardest. I love you, and the divine loves you. To the Soul Tribe family as a whole, I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, donations, confirming the messages. I am truly grateful. Y'all, woo, let me tell you. hmm When I say, and let me, before I say it, shit's up in flames. Quick disclosure, I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names of guided too. When I tell you shit's inferno, things are crumbling due to people's chaos and what they have been doing to others for so long. Now they are experiencing it. Shit's inferno, okay? Shit's in chaos right now. Massive job losses are taking place right now. These are the same people that wouldn't even hire you for shit. These are the same people that would not look at you twice for a job. hmm But they hired their friends, they hired their cousins, they hired their partners from other companies when they started companies, and they looked down their nose at you. But when they gave you the job, though, hold on, wait for it. Some of y'all were able to get the job, but when they gave you the job, they made it a living fucking hell. It was like you were like, damn, I need the job, but they took your need as a way to abuse you, misuse you, mistreat you, beat you up, drag you down, constantly project their inadequacies onto you. All them motherfuckers done lost their goddamn job. Let's tap into this energy. Let's tap into the messages that the divine needs and wants you to know. That's why they mad at you. Because they lost their job behind what they did to you. Period. Yeah, they don't see no sun rising. Okay, family, they ain't seeing no sun rising. Let's go on and tap into this energy. Wow. Okay. Divine, thank you so much for allowing us to be here today. I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, please return that to sender as we too return to sender, clearing, canceling, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe and thank you. Let me tell you what they did. They dogged you out. They didn't believe that fat meat was greasy. They didn't believe that what goes around comes around. Now these people are in chaos. They losing their jobs and everything is fucking crumbling. Why? Because when you were there, when you were trying to be the sun in they dim ass lives, they rejected you. Well, there will be no sunrise. Okay, literally, there will be no sunrise for these people on the chime confirmation. Tell me more, spirit. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah. Yeah, because you now have the knowledge that you needed to grow. The things that they were trying to hide from you, trying to hide the knowledge that you held within. They were trying to keep these things away from you because they knew that once you found out the truth about the system of things, this wicked system of things, that was power. The Most High God has given you a platform, a podium, a stage. You're a speaker. You do something. But your word is out and it's being delivered to the masses. People are starting to educate themselves in the knowledge of truth, and that is where they are experiencing growth. People wanted to hide that, family. Yeah, they were hiding their true feelings about it because they already knew this was going to cause this inferno, this chaos, this job loss, everything crumbling, this deep emotion. Yeah, the deep emotion, the cold detachment that they didn't ever want you to acknowledge, but you felt. Ha! Yes, they didn't want others to know about it. They wanted everybody to stay blind to the lies and the deceits and the lips that spoke lies. That's what they wanted you to stay. attached to. But that was a very cold energy. And you sought to detach from it. And so you did. Right. Now you're flowing like water. Now you have mobility. Now you have implemented change. Now you have adapted to these energies because you know what it is. Let me put that there. Tell me more about this inferno. Their shit's crumbling. Everybody that denied you is now being denied. Yep, your exes, okay? Folks that you know reached out to, you needed to speak to, you asked them for help. You know, they may have blocked you, they may have cut you off. Now they're being blocked, now they're being cut off. There's no contact. Now they're getting the silent treatment. Detectives are on the cases everywhere. You got so many cases that are actually being worked in the background. People don't even know about them. Some of you do, some of you don't, but you feel them. Yeah, this shit is going up in flames. All your exes, all the unfaithful things they did, they sold you out. They told your most private secrets, or you know how what buttons to push, what to do to you to make you tick or not type energy. You know, I feel like you had a lot of exes that were sitting there gathering information because you know the enemy sends in exes to gather information on you, and they were probably using that ex as a way to try to break you down too. You know what I'm saying? They were running back telling them, nah, they're real independent. They're thinkers. Okay. You got to be careful when you come up on that one because they're going to be able to pick up on your whole intention, right? Because, yeah, you a tough beauty. You're a persevering, tough beauty. They knew this, okay? They knew this. You ain't contacting these people. You don't talk to these people. You have most of them blocked. You've cut them off. You've cut off communication. You refuse to speak to them because you already know they always spell casting and shit. You know, they ain't never coming sincere. They ain't never coming with pure, clear intentions or anything. Why do you know that? Because look what I just saw. Let me show you what I just saw. Why do you know that? Where did it go? Because you got the book of knowledge. That's why you know it. Because you got the book of knowledge. You already knew that these people never had any good intentions for you, family. They never did. Okay. You are this tough beauty that's full of perseverance. And I feel like this detective here is getting ready to throw the book at somebody because they already know. They already know that everything that you have said was the truth. That's why these people's whole life crumbled because your life ain't gonna crumble if you tell a lie. You told the truth about these people, these energies, and what they were doing. You told the truth about shit. You couldn't even get a damn job while they running around talking about DEI. DEI for who? Because it sure didn't include you. And if it did, family, I promise you, you was on that job working for 7 other people, doing their work while they was collecting a check. Mhm. And when I tell you job loss is here, it's here. And wait, it just got started. Okay? Yeah, this is some unfinished business. You understand me? Yeah, they're not gonna see the sunrise because this detective that is on the case that's analytical, it looks like you, family. You've been this detective on the case. This is you. You this spiritual detective, you this spiritual assassin, you this spiritual investigator, and you investigated all the wrongs that have been being done. And not just to you, but to everybody. Your testimony spoke to the masses because the masses who are resonating with this, they know exactly what the message is about. Bitch. Mhm. People were trying to hold you down because you were too independent. hmm They knew you were coming back around to handle and finish some unfinished business. Now they want to reconcile with the light. Okay, they want to reconcile. No, we ain't no reconciliations. It's over. There will be no saving these energies. You stand down. Do you hear me, family? You stand down. You will not come to beck and calls and aids because they will not do it for you. Message. These people are under judgment. All of them are. Okay, and I mean every last one of them. When you was starving and you was hungry and you needed a place to stay and you needed bills and all that kind of shit, and these people was sitting there with that carrot dangling it in your face. But now you done stepped on and said, okay, cool. The divine will make a way for me. The divine creator of all living things will make a way for me. My angels, my ancestors, my spiritual team will make a way for me. When you did that, all hell broke loose for them. Had you would have went back running to them, groveling, asking, begging, you might have been able to save these motherfuckers. Yes, because it's your energy that saves these motherfuckers. Don't give them your energy. Yeah. Message. I cannot make it up. Don't give them your energy. This is pure D guidance. For those of you who are in the light and you ain't with that bigotry, you ain't with that racism, you ain't with that demeanoring energy that these bottom feeder, low vibrational five of pentacles, five of swords, seven of swords energies are. The divine is telling you right here, you stay being the light, you stay being the healer you are, because the divine is handling this business over here for you every single day. That is your communication. That is your message for today. You are being divinely guided to stay in the faith that you have always been in. Stay in your healing energy and listen to your intuition and follow your dreams. Why? Because you have been under spiritual attack your whole fucking life. And karma's a bitch. And the divine has stepped in and intervened in this circumstance, in these situations, when dealing with these demons. That's why they shit is going up in flames. Because they've had you under spiritual attack your whole damn life. Mm-hmm. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah. Now you got people thinking of you and remembering the words you spoke, remembering your kindness, remembering your mindfulness, remembering your love, your soul willingness to help and go above and beyond. Them motherfuckers thought you was trying to prove something. Nah, bitch, you work from a space called love. Now they fighting over it. Now they fighting. Now they all got trust issues. Now everything's one-sided and detached. I bet so. They shit falling apart because you done cut their ass off. You got your exes thinking about you. You got the people you done blocked, the silent treatment, the ones you're no longer communicating with. They fighting and shit. Okay. You got couples fighting because why? Man, you were inspirations for people. You were inspirations to people. You were actually somebody that had the creative spark and not just for yourself, but enough to pass out to everybody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me more, spirit. Facts. Facts. Yeah. So you got the red rose, a tough beauty who's persevering, and then you got the white rose, pure, noble, and beautiful. That's what it's about. That's who you are. These motherfuckers is like, oh my God. Oh my God. They came, they spoke. You did. The divine told you what to say. So you said it. And you told them. That red rose with that white rose, they sick. They sick. Because see, a lot of them looked at your toughness and said it was aggression. A lot of them looked at your beauty and said that you're using it in order to get whatever positions you have or to even get a job. And it wasn't even like that. That was their shit. They made that shit up. The statistics, they did those statistics. Those statistics is written about. 60 Minutes did a whole statistic on it. Way when it in the 1980s. Okay? They made all these false, shallow laws, rules, regulations, and not to benefit you, it was to benefit them. You coming out as the red rose, toughness, beauty, and perseverance, and the white rose, pure, noble, and beauty. They can't believe this shit. They can't believe that they didn't follow you, family. Now they shit is literally going up in flames. While you move on with passion, power, and enthusiasm, they shit's inferno. Why? Because you a thinker. You think outside the box. You think past these people and the bullshit that they are known to do. They shit's up in flames while you, red rose, white rose, you stepped into your power, your passion, and your enthusiasm. You're a thinker. Mhm. These people right here, they already know they sick. They was sick in the head. They needed to go straight to the doctor and get some mental checks, and they need to make sure their mental stability is stable. Because I don't think it was. A lot of these people are now being looked at as like, damn, we had you running the country. We had you running these jobs. You was the supervisor, the manager, the VP, the CEO. Are you fucking kidding me? People are feeling like, damn, everybody needs to go to the doctor because these people were mentally ill. Instead of them being a team with you and working with you, they were working against you and thinking about how they were betraying you and staying in denial of the thoughts of the infatuation of the betrayal that was happening because they were definitely obstructing you. They had an obsession with obstructing you. They had an obsession with causing you some sort of burden. They had an obsession with being bossy, selfish, and inflexible. They were living a double life. They were smiling in your face at work, acting professional, knowing they were liars, deceitful ass Decepticons in everywhere else in their life. Their main goal was to put you down some kind of way, keep you broke, fired, living beyond their means, or they felt like you even having a job was living beyond your means. These motherfuckers, look at what they did. They were hating on you so goddamn bad that they done threw their ass right where they wanted you to be. Fuck them all. Let them drown. Mm-hmm. Let them drown. I can't make it up. Let them drown. Because all it was about at the bottom of the deck was envy, haters, spiteful, jealous, and shit. Period. They wanted you to hit rock bottom. Now they're hitting rock bottom. Many are going through legal issues. They getting karma left and fucking right. Some of them is gonna go to jail. Okay, their whole life is falling apart. Why? Because that's what they wanted for you. Matter of fact, that's what they did to you for so long. Mhm. Mhm. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, I can't make it up. Mind games, immature, testing you, analyzing you all throughout your fucking life, trying to see how they can break you down, break your spirit, break your will. Fuck them. Now they're gonna be broke, and they don't have the strength you have, and they don't have the willpower and the perseverance and the diligence that you have when it comes to everything that you do. Their mind games just got played on them. It backfired. All they shit. Their spiritual attack backfired. Their mind games backfired. Yeah. Somebody could be out here doing candle magic, okay? All right. And I don't know. It could be good because it says hope, light, and future here, okay? And I feel like somebody here may be doing candle magic, all right? Hope, light, and future, or you just lit that candle. Hmm. You may have lit a candle. You may have lit a spark inside of you, family. You sure did. Especially when it came to dealing with toxic ass people. You damn sure did light a spark because you already knew they had bad advice out the gate. It was the wrong crowd to even be in. They had too many addictions, and their addictions were cynical. Okay, part of a crime syndicate with cynical addiction. They got pleasure off of having you do their work while they collected a check. Them bitches ain't collecting shit now. And there's more to come. Oh, this is just beginning. This is just the beginning, family. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Yeah, I promise you. Because you see how that candle turned into a torch? Hmm. Through courage, through challenge, through breakthroughs. And I mean, you've been making breakthroughs your whole generation, your whole lineage, your whole ancestral lineage has been making breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. Now the torch has been lit. The motherfuckers is inferno. You got a lot of people out here struggling with their ego now, struggling with their confidence now. They can't even begin to tap into any charisma because they never even had it from the giddy up. They never used it. They never had to. They never had to tap into it. It was always a buddy and a friend and a friend and a buddy and an uncle and an aunt and a cousin and a best friend from another company. See, they never had to tap into their charisma. The bitches is gonna wish they did though. They're gonna wish they knew how to be more emotionally intelligent and tap into other things besides they boring asses. Cause they are boring. Boring. Mhm. Look, they running all up on desperation. And I had already finished. Look, them not having any charisma with them. Gonna have their ass desperate as fuck. They scrambling right now. People are scrambling right now. Yeah, they're scrambling, trying to find ways to exploit others right now. And this is the gossip. This is what your spirit team wants you to know. Stay on their helmet. Stay on point. Stay on top of everything. Let nothing slide because they are under judgment and they know it. And because they did not believe in God, most of them don't. And then the ones that do, they were playing to the devil, didn't even know it. They didn't even know it. They didn't even know it. They were being suckered by everybody that was being held above God. Hmm. Ain't no Pope above God. You see, the Pope is gone and got a replacement. And literally, before the Pope was gone, I said, somebody's about to realize they are not above God. I did a reading. 2 days later, that motherfucker gone. Why? Because you was being praised like you were God. You're not God. I don't care who on here get mad at me for saying it either. Ain't no fucking man, woman, or child on this planet the most high, the divine creator of all living things. And for people to worship an earth walker as though they are above God was their first sin. These people have gone down, and that's it. Ooh, and look what came out. And that's scripture. That's in the scripture. Faith, spirituality, and religion. That's in the scripture. These motherfuckers was worshiping man. They were not worshiping the Most High God. Mhm. Now you will hear silence. They are hearing silence because they've been abandoned. God has left these people. God has abandoned them. He let them reign long enough. And when those awakened that needed to be awakened, that door was shut. This is just the beginning. These people are under judgment because of their violation to scripture, violation to universal law, knowing no man is above God, but they all claimed they were worshiping God. No, they were worshiping the devil. The devil has even left them. Hmm. Somebody is starting to think right now, what have I done? They don't hear any more messages. They don't hear any more guidance. They don't hear anything. They have been abandoned. Somebody has walked away. Their guidance has walked away. Mhm. Tell me more, spirit. Mhm. It all resulted in conflict. It all did. Instead of them trying to compromise and making amends and for a positive outcome, it all resulted in conflict. Hmm. Yeah, there will be no more test dummies. The divine is saying there will be no more tests. You will not be used for tests. I'm speaking to a demographic where they are known to use us for tests. Black women, black queens, black gods, you will not be used for test results anymore. The divine has spoken. Black men, you will not be used for test results anymore. The divine has spoken. See, many people have been contemplating over that anyway. They knew that they were doing things wrong. That's why they all had egg on their face, where I see it, egg on their face. See, a lot of people knew that they were doing labs and test results and all kind of bullshit on you, family. Okay. They're being held in some sort of contempt at this time. Their intuition knew that they were doing wrong. They knew that they were emptying out what they should not have by doing that. They knew they sold to the devil. They can't believe the results. They got egg on their face now. Now they're starting to see things from a mirrored perspective. Yeah, they see how they were tied in with things that they should have been avoiding. And that's why they didn't last or run in this here young marathon. They didn't last in the marathon. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You run 10 miles a day. Your ass didn't win this marathon. They sold themselves out to the devil, and it just has begun. It's just begun. Mm. Tell me more, spirit. I can't make it up. They have hit a rock. They between a rock and a hard space. Hmm. And this rock is sturdy. They're not going to be able to get out of this. They're not going to be able to withstand the perseverance that you had. They are not going to be able to get out of this. Yeah, something by the moonlight. Yeah, it was timeless. It was timeless, and it was perfect. The divine stepped in right on time, and it just got started. Hmm. Yeah, a lot of toxic energy, drama, addictions, love, hate, relationships, circumstances, situations, and it just got started. Mm. These people are in regret when I look over. Wow. For all the deceit, really. Let me shuffle this one. They're in regret for all of their defeat. Spirit said, put it up there where they at. They're in regret for all of their deceit and the mind games they played just so they could hold on to a status. Hmm. And not be supportive or hold on to a status that kept them in some sort of support. Okay. Yeah. This is God's revenge. Damn. This is God's revenge. Yeah. This chaos is God's revenge. Hmm. Oh, wait. And that flipped around and went back in the deck, y'all. Let me see. That literally did a flip around and went back in the deck. I don't even think it came out. I thought it flipped over. Wow. What message was that, Spirit? It was a collaboration. They collaborated to bring you down. They collaborated to affect you. They collaborated to try to, and stop trying to come into my sessions. Y'all are trying to do a brute force entry, and I'm watching it, and you can't do it over here. So thank you for that. And I will definitely take that IP address. And don't worry about it being VPN because we got something for that too. Stop trying to come in there. Yeah, there was a collaboration to try to push you back into some sort of working I'm hearing brothel type setting, smex traffic, okay, because this is what they wanted to do. Because see, these are a bunch of people, they married, y'all. I'm picking up they're married, they got wives, but they want you. That's crazy. Why would I hear that? This was a collaboration for these people to get their thrills off through some sort of lust, through trying to push you back into some sort of prostitution or whore type of a category. Ain't this a bitch? Hmm. Well, we'll see who be whoring now. Right. I cannot, did I not tell you? It was a collaboration to push you back into some sort of sexual type of activities. They was trying to reconnect you to that. You see reconnect right there? That's what they was trying to reconnect you to. Them bitches is going to be selling their ass now. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Tell me more, spirit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spirit saying, welcome. So everything they wanted to do to you, how they wanted to dethrone you, how they wanted to make you grovel, beg, and this was what they was holding on to. This was their little secret plot. They're regretting this little deceitful secret plot they had for you, family, because that shit turned around and them motherfuckers is gonna be reconnected with some whoring. Mm. Message. They're gonna be reconnected with some shit. Yeah, look, it's already begun. They're gonna be asking for small favors. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. They're gonna also be having some health concerns too. Yeah, because when you put yourself out there like that, man, okay, these are people that are going to have to sell their bodies, which was what they wanted you to go back to. They wanted you to have to try to, and I'm not saying that you were ever there, but back in the day, family, let me explain something to you. Our ancestors, right? They wouldn't give them jobs. So they were fun girls. They were comfort girls. Mm-hmm. Well, these is about to be some new comfort girls. Ah, yeah. See how that rainbow works? You see how that rainbow works? Yeah. You see how that rainbow works? Do you see how look? Do you see how that rainbow works? Did you see it slide out? You see Spirit wanted you to slide out? Uh-huh. You see how that rainbow works? Yeah, that's right. What they wanted for you, now they're in, and it's just beginning. They look, they ain't gonna know what to do. They don't know if they want to say yes or no. And it's just amount of time and it's ticking. Because yeah, it had everything to do with scripture. It had everything to do with the culture. See, the culture of these people, they wanted you to be peasant. They wanted you to be looked down on. They wanted you to be viewed as the scum of the earth beneath them, nothing but a comfort girl for a moment in time. Take it how it resonates. Well, now that rainbow has revisited their ass, and they will be the comfort girls. Mm. They're going to have to contemplate, should I do it? Should I not? Because their health is going to be a concern. hmm And the time is ticking. The time is ticking. And it was already written. It was already written in the scriptures. It's just they lost. They lost touch of who they were, but you didn't. You stayed connected. Mm-mm. You stayed connected, family. Yeah, look, look, and listen. Even the police need protection now. That's what I just heard. Even the police need protection. Because I feel like their jobs is about to get replaced by the army. hmm hmm Yeah. Because of cold shoulder and the animalistic things they were doing. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Savannah. Free, expansive, and borderless. That's where you headed to. Hold on. And what wanted to slide down? Yeah, because you're spiritually faith. You've tapped in spiritually. You've been this faith. You've been the runes. I feel like your ancestors be working with runes for you. Okay. You've been this family. You've always been free. Now you're really free. Okay. Your spiritual team, they've been working with you. They've been working for you. Where you don't practice, they do. Shit. Your ancestors done took their runes with them. You better believe it. Yeah. The sunset that's coming in for you, be grateful for it. Always be grateful. Always be happy. And always be mindful and stay in this energy of contentment, because that is where you will be from this day forth. Because this shit just begun. All right, fam. Okay, so I'm gonna go on and leave that message here for you. I love you, and the divine loves you. Woo. Let's get ready to close out. Thank you so much, Divine. We love you so much. I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And last message, Divine wants y'all to have, coordinate, y'all. Okay. Coordinate through love, care, and tolerance. Okay. Because we're all in different areas of our life. We're all still learning. We're all still being taught. Okay. But I promise you, the Divine wants you to know, don't worry about them, because there is nothing you can do for them. Stay focused on the love and the care and the tolerance and embracing your brothers and sisters who are walking in the light, who are walking with truth and faith, not on lies and deceit. Okay. All right. I love you. And look, I can't make it up. And that's the sword of truth. Okay. I love you and the divine loves you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.